so many pieces all back together now. What's your vision?
Hello everybody and welcome to episode 9 of Rags to Riches. Today we're going to show you the live youth intake. Now here it is on the front screen. I haven't looked at any player, any attributes or any star ratings at all. So the first look at each player, you will be seeing it exactly with me and see who I picked to sign and join the youth ranks of Blyth Spartans. After that, we're then going to update you on the latest games that we have played, including an ended streak recently, and of course we're going to play the Matlock at home game in the live comm at the end of the episode. So first up, let's get into these players, let's find out who they are, let's find out what they're all about, and then if any of them can cut it at this level in the Evo Stick Northern Premier Division straight away and slot right into first team football. So here we are guys, as expected at this level you don't expect too many proper good star ability players. First of all you'll notice Ben Blackman, attacking right midfield, age 16, 1.5 current ability, 4 star potential ability, he's the standout one. Josh Howe, 2.5 star potential ability, Phil Shotton, 1.5 star, Gabriel Enalo, 1.5 star, also the rest are 1 star or half star, but we'll have a look through and see who we got to play with here. So here is the main man, the one that came through my ranks and the one that looks the best. 16-year-old Englishman, 4 star potential ability, 1.5 star current, which is pretty decent. Attacking centre midfielder, attacking centre or right midfielder should I say. Can play in the centre or left or centre mid if needed. He is pretty decent in some attributes. He's got a decent first touch, decent determination and flair, stamina is okay, and as is his acceleration. He's fairly determined, he's a young winger and plays on his right foot. So if this is the best we got, then I shouldn't really hope for too much come the rest of the guys. I will sign up Ben Blackman. Phil Chandler, nothing really interesting me in him, half star potential and current, he will be moving on. Ahmed Chawoodi, nothing again shown me interest of him. Technically he's one of the worst players in the club if he had signed. Right back Joshua Convery, nothing really shown from him. Natural fitness of 12 and determination of 16. The rest are pretty poor, around about the 5 and 6 level. A couple of decent attributes for Robbie Down. Handling, reflexes, jumping reach and natural fitness are pretty decent, but again we're looking to sign players that can slot into the first team squad, maybe not get on the bench but certainly be available and ready to do a job if needed. Not players because we do not have much time to develop at the lower leagues. For me, you have to sign players that are ready to slot straight in. Joseph Duffield, the attacking centre midfielder, aggression and acceleration are the only ones above 11 in his attributes. The best thing about this guy is that dodgy hairstyle. Next up is Gabriel Enahalo. His passing is 13, pretty good. Aggression is 17 though, and his jumping reach is 11. Personality, unambitious, no danger. I'm signing an unambitious young 15-year-old player. Ross Ferguson, a striker that doesn't really offer me too much that I'm interested in. Although 9 finishing and 10 pace, 11 acceleration is not the worst I've ever seen at this level, but he won't be joining our club. Josh Howe, I believe he was the second best ranked player in the youth intake, 2.5 star potential ability, 1.5 star current ability. Decision making is good, teamwork is good, as is jumping reach and natural fitness. I will offer Josh Howe a contract and see how he comes about and if he is any good. And also, if you've not noticed, I certainly have, most of the regen seem to have Mohicans. Next up is Lee Lamb, somebody that doesn't really interest me because he has absolutely no attributes that are of any use to me. He's supposed to be a ball-winning midfielder, but he does not have any of the attributes that stand out for that position that I would like and that would make me keep him. Jordan McCready, right midfielder, determination of 15, leadership of 15, jumping reach of 11 are okay, but the rest of the attributes, nothing really stands out. And as a winger, I want crossing and dribbling and pace all to be decent, and those are 6, 6 and 5. He's got nothing that makes me want to sign him. And for similar reasons to the last regen, I will not be signing Colin Pennell as a right midfielder either. Scott Robinson, the left back, Again, not a lot happening here, but what do you expect when you're playing in this level? You're not going to get great regen, so any 1 or 2 is a bonus and additions to the squad. I've seen worse, but really this 16-year-old is not going to get a game. Phil Shotton has got decent first touch, determination, leadership and teamwork, but to be honest, he's someone that is not really going to get involved now, and I'd rather not waste his or my time. Jonathan Vickers, a left midfielder. He's a decent flair, natural fitness, jumping range and acceleration, but the rest just don't come with him to make him a decent winger at this level. Again, another player, Lee Bartlett, can play at centre half or right back, but other than his versatility, he doesn't really interest me. He has low self-belief in his personality. If he can't believe in himself, why should I believe in him? Not signing. So there you have it, guys. Out of all those youth intake players in my first season at Blyth Spartans and rags to riches, only 2 players have been offered a contract. Josh Howe, 2.5 star potential ability, 16-year-old Englishman at centre half, and Ben Blackman, the attacking right midfielder, 1.5 star current ability, which is pretty good at this level, and 4 star potential ability. Both English, both 16, and both will definitely get at least a few appearances this season. So here we are, guys, Matlock at home in the league. Now Matlock are currently 5th in the league. They were a decent solid side, but they started to slip by and fall down the pecking order recently. So first of all, before we get into this game, we will show you the schedule and how we've been getting on in the recent matches. So last up, as you know, we played Salford at home and we won 3-2 against Salford, a match that was trickier than it should have been. We were 3-0 up and they pulled it back 2 goals late on, and Gareth Seddon, I think, played with a back strain all match pretty much, but that was the live com. So we moved on to Buxton away. We drew 0-0 against them before welcoming Micklover finally at Croft Park. That game was initially postponed, Maguire and Wolfie getting on the score sheet then we drew 1-1 away to Frickley. We got a quite lucky draw, to be fair. Then Andre Johnson popped up with a late equaliser. The next match was our first match in about 13 matches. In the last 13 matches in total, the only match we've lost was against at then league leaders Colwyn Bay. They convincingly beat us 3-1 and they looked like league leaders. That match was also postponed initially, but finally we got to play at Llanellian Road and Colwyn Bay beat us 3-1, and I cannot have any complaints about that. So back-to-back games at Croft Park against Halezone. We won 3-1 against Halezone, and Maguire scored twice, Wolfie scored once, and then we welcomed Hyde to Croft Park as well, and we beat them 3-0. Maguire, Turnbull and Hackney getting on the goals, and we just won against Skelmersdale away. Skelmersdale were 5th, I think, in the league when we played them. Believe it or not, guys, we were 3-0 down. Then Turnbull got one back, 51 minutes. Then Jason Blackburn, the sub, came on and got a double. And then out of the blue, Jordan Story in the 82nd minute. We went 4-3 ahead. It was almost like reminiscing about the time that Liverpool beat us, Newcastle, and that's our support. 4-3, you know, the Stan Collingwood late winners. And yeah, it was fantastic. And it was a real fist pump moment, a real joy moment. But here we are, Matlock. We're about to play them at Croft Park, and the games remaining, as you can see, are Stamford, Grantham, Stourbridge, Sutton, Ashton, Darlington, Marine and Ilkeston. The standout tough one there is Ilkeston away at New Manor Ground. So at one point, guys, we were 10 points behind league leaders. Colwyn Bay led the league table for a long time, but finally we have new leaders in Ilkeston. So we are currently sitting joint top, behind on goal difference by 6. We've played 36, won 21. There's 10 games left. We have drew 7, lost 8, scored 68 and conceded 47. Now looking at the league table, guys, I would count out anybody from 5th and down. I don't think will break into that top 4 now. So it's going to be between Ilkeston, ourselves, Colwyn Bay and Marine. But really, the momentum is with us and Ilkeston. Now we're level. We still have to play them away from home. Colwyn Bay are still a threat. They've been there all season, but their manager left about 6 weeks ago, so that might have played a big effect on them. So we're pushing, guys. Matlock at home. It's a tough game, but it's a chance for the Spartans to go top of the league for the first time in the season. So here we are, guys, in the big live con match against Matlock at home. We're ready to start the game. I've told the boys to keep our run going because this is vital. Now, as you can see, I've popped up the league table of the top 3 on the left-hand side, which I haven't done until recently because we're in the last 10 games of the season, so it's vital that I know who's doing what and who's going where. It's between those 3 teams, definitely, to win the league. Ilkeston and myself, with the momentum, Colwyn Bay have led the league for most of the season, so let's not count anybody out. 1 point separating 3 teams with 10 games left to go. Turnbull, Story, a real dynamite partnership, those two. Maguire, Story again, plays forward to Wolfie. Wolfie in, and it's saved by Smith. We've been scoring a lot of goals recently, conceding too many, but the back 4 has been the same all season. We haven't had get in there. Turnbull, a goal inside 3 minutes, delighted with that. Finally, we've not scored from many corners, but that is absolutely sensational. That is a great ball in on the volley from Turnbull, hanging on the penalty spot and puts it away 1-0 after 4 minutes. But the back 5, including the goalkeeper, has been very similar all season. There's been no injuries, no suspensions. Nelson is through and he puts it wide. We haven't even had a red card this season, so things are good in terms of aggression and our discipline. Holland. Nothing comes of that. It's 57% possession after 11 minutes of the game. 3 shots, 2 on target. And it appears Colwyn Bay are losing or drawing. They're not winning, that's for sure. Ilkeston are winning currently. Maguire, Hackney. And a good chance of Hackney picked up by the opposition goalkeeper Smith. 25 minutes gone. Turnbull with an 8.1 so far after half an hour. The assist coming from Hackney, of course, who's recently got back into the squad with Wearmouth dropping to the bench. Turnbull, definitely been our player of the season in terms of play, not in goals, of course. Nicholson. Story. Turnbull. He just loves to play on the ball, Turnbull. Hackney. Story again. Plays back to Hackney, cuts inside, through to Wolfie, he's in, and Wolfie is offside, although the ball didn't end up in the net there. Approaching half time, 1-0, still all to play for, but a good early lead, and that has taken us into half time, surely. And I'm just going to leave it the same. You've played well, but you can still improve. I'm pretty pleased so far, they've not done anything poor, so I'm relatively happy so far. Cribley, through to Darwin, Hutchison, Nicholson, Hackney, and nothing comes of it. Darwin, Nelson on the halfway line, plays it forward to Darwin, who beats the man, looks like he's got a bit of pace, number 10. Cribley, Wilson, plays it forward to Darwin, again he's in, and a good block by our number 3. So we set up the way we mark all corners. We don't often concede from corners, but we don't often score from them either. Long ball to Hackney. Story. Turnbull plays it forward to Maguire. He's through. Can he take his chance? Cuts inside and he plays it. It was going wide anyway, but the goalkeeper Smith collects the ball. Relatively pleased so far. I just hope we don't get complacent here. Turnbull, through, first time pass, through to Wolf, he's through, and hits the post. That was a great pass from Turnbull, and that's exactly what he can do. Fantastic play for this level. It was an unlucky chance and an unlucky shot that hit the bar, or post, from Wolfie. Nicholson. Goal kick from Smith. Harcourt. Played forward to Darwin, he's through, he's beat our number 3. He is in, and that is a disappointing goal to concede from Owen Darwin, who's got his 2nd goal of the season. Had a bit of pace there, but it was all too easy for us. For them, should I say. Too easy for them against us. Goalkeeper way off his line, indecisive, didn't know what he was going to do. And now I'm worried, and now I'm going to have to make a change. So we'll pause the game there. We'll get some instructions. You know what, I'm going to go a bit more direct, pass into space, clear ball to flanks, look for the overlap, run at defence, and play at a higher tempo. think that's what we'll go with now. And in a second we will look to make a change. Turnbull. Story. Through to Wolfie. Wolfie's 1-on-1. He's not got the greatest of pace and he gets caught by the opposition defender. So we'll make a change now. Let's hope the guys who are super sub Jason Blackburn can come on and make a difference. And Ben Blackman, the young regenerated player who you've seen earlier in this episode, is about to make his third, I think, appearance for the club. Just 16 years old, local to Blyth, English, attacking right midfielder. And it's time to turn on attack now with 17 minutes to go. Turnbull. Blackburn. Poor pass. Cribley. Daswell. Darwin out on the left. Plays it into Nelson. Darwin. We have got a bit of a... Nelson is through. Plays it wide. Our livecom record so far isn't the best. We have won 1. I think we've lost 2. And possibly drawn 1. I'm not quite sure yet. 82 minutes gone. Is there going to be a late goal? We have dropped down to 3rd. Colin Bay are winning, I think. And Ilkeston are also drawing. Blackburn. Turnbull. Hackney. And it comes to nothing and Darwin picks it up. Plays it to Nelson. Back to Harcourt. And Nelson is going to look to beat our defender, and he does to the ball. He's got space to cross it. And he's beat Parker, I think. Harcourt. And a wasted ball wide. This game has been quite even. It looked very comfortable in the first half, but it looks like it's going to wither away to a 1-1 draw, which is disappointing at home. And, yep. There it goes. 1-1 at Croft Park. Disappointing after it was such an easy first half. Tell the boys they were not good enough today. A lot of them are frustrated and understandably why. And there is the table with what I believe is 9 games remaining left. 71 points for us, 71 points for Ilkeston, and 72 for Colwyn Bay. The other teams, Marine and 4th, are 8 points behind us. There's no way we're going to get caught by them. And to be honest, guys, it's a 3-horse race, and well, it's going to be a close one because only the top place goes up via automatic promotion. 2nd and 3rd, as well as the done, but they will have to battle it out in the playoffs. So now we're going to look ahead and see when the next livecom will come. So there we are, guys, 1-1 with Matlock at home. A bit disappointing, but it extends a decent run where we've only lost 1 match against the league leaders currently, Colwyn Bay, in 14 games. So I'm pretty happy with that. Next up, away at the Zico Stadium against Stamford, and I believe Grantham are down near the bottom of the league as well. Then we welcome Stourbridge and Sutton Coldfield before going away to Ashton, then away to Darlington, and that is the match I'm going to bring you guys. Darlington at Heritage Park away is going to be the next livecom. Before, in the further episode after that, we will bring you the remaining 3 games. We'll wrap up the season after that against Ilkeston, Marine and Barwell. Thanks for checking out Rags to Riches, and we will see you again soon. Don't forget, guys, you're the managers, and so are we.